Imagine waking up next to the woman of your dreams, a traditional, family-oriented wife who respects and adores you. Wouldn't that be something? What if I told you it's actually surprisingly simple to find and attract such a wife? You see, 5 years back when I was divorced and bankrupt, I stumbled upon a little-known blueprint that makes it easy for virtually any man to boost your appeal to even the most beautiful, traditional women practically overnight. Hard to believe, isn't it? So you can see I practice what I preach. Stay with me and it will all make sense in just minutes. Now, to deliver on this rather tall order, it's imperative you understand a rather simple yet game-changing concept in making this dream a reality. It's called sexual market value, or SMV. It's a term that might sound a little obscure, but no worries. Let me break it down for you step by step in a practical, actionable way so you can see results in your love life faster than you can imagine. First, SMV is essentially how women rate men as it applies to their overall desirability as a mate, a partner, or husband. The skill set you must develop is understanding how they perceive you. And this is key. Remember, perception is reality. Let me ask you, have you tried to adapt to modern dating norms yet find yourself facing rejection and disappointment at every turn? You're left feeling discouraged, lonely, and even hopeless. It seems like no matter how hard you try, you just can't find that meaningful connection, let alone that old-school values wife you dream of. Well, you are not alone. A recent US survey of single men over 35 revealed a stark reality. Many men are struggling to connect with and appeal to women, especially in today's modern hookup dating culture. Most men today end up feeling isolated and undervalued. And it's not because of their age or looks, rather simply because he fails to understand what traditional, high-value women really want and where and how to find them. Maybe you can relate. So if you want to be successful attracting high-value traditional women, you'll first need to understand and respect their values. Then cultivate a lifestyle that attracts the partner with traditional family values that you want. If you don't, well, you'll simply keep struggling with feeling invisible or irrelevant. And here's a fact that surprises many men. Your SMV isn't primarily about your looks, financial and social status, although they play an important role. It goes much deeper than that. There are many other less tangible factors that allure traditional women. It's a complex interplay of personality, character and external factors. However, the number one quality by far is not what you might think, it's your intent. You see, having old school values, she was taught by her parents that what men value most is purity, so she's been keeping herself waiting for marriage. So if you are marriage-minded, I promise she will notice you, then you'll need to put in the work to win her heart. So, if you've just been focusing on working out, dressing well, and sowing your oats like most men today, I promise you're not catching the eye of traditional values women. Rather, you're simply fishing in the wrong pond. One of the keys to attracting your dream traditional wife is being genuine. Just be yourself and never try to be someone you are not. Have you ever wondered, might there be a shortcut to boosting your sexual market value and attracting your dream traditional wife? The real insider secret is where to find traditional family values women in today's day and age where high body counts are the norm. After all, wouldn't you agree high-value women are diamonds in the rough and practically an endangered species in America today? Later, I'll share the biggest granddaddy secret of all, the one the elite insiders use to find the most beautiful traditional women in the world. So hang tight. This is a world I call the land of milk and honey, where people today live as we did 50 years ago, in our parents' generation, where women embrace their femininity and marriage still follows the traditional roles that God intended. I'll share more near the end. Now, the common misconception about SMV is that your looks, financial and social status are the most important things. Well, although that may be true for modern Western women, the truth is that for old-school values women, it's certainly not. So if you don't have the chiseled abs of a Greek god, you have nothing to worry about. You'll barely lose any SMV points. Rather, it's more about how serious you are about having a family. Ultimately, the question they ask is, do I feel safe and secure with this man? It's about being their rock, being reliable and demonstrating financial stability. And no, that does not mean you need to be rich. You can easily demonstrate this to her covertly simply by not sweating the small stuff and handling challenges with confidence. However, don't make the mistake I see many affluent men making by trying to buy her love. If you do, you'll attract low-value women like bees to honey. Your SMV is a combination of 37 such factors to create your score out of 10. The important thing to remember is it's not about changing who you are, but about understanding traditional women and leveraging what you already have that they want most in a husband. Now you're probably thinking, how can I do this, right? Well, it's more simple than you might think. The key to boosting your SMV lies in understanding the 37 factors that come into play when women are seeking a mate, and which ones are your greatest SMV assets, allowing you to easily play to your strengths and downplay your shortcomings. Now, you might be thinking, how can I possibly improve these factors to boost my SMV without it taking years and a ton of work? I understand it sounds like a rather all-consuming task, yet I promise you, it becomes surprisingly simple as soon as you understand your strengths and weaknesses, as perceived by high-value women. So there you have it, gentlemen. Now you have the 30,000-foot view of SMV and an overall grasp of this deep topic. Again, it's imperative you get that this absolutely isn't about becoming someone else, someone you are not, but rather becoming the best version of yourself that attracts specifically traditional, high-value women. Now, are you ready for the best part? What if I told you there is a way to accurately calculate your SMV and boost it by up to 3 points, practically overnight? Introducing our proprietary SMV calculator on our site, yoursmv.com. It's your ultimate tool to understand and enhance your perceived value by beautiful traditional women. This time-tested tool takes into account all 37 factors of SMV that are proven to govern how traditional women rate you. It will be like turning on a 10,000-watt light bulb when you receive your personal SMV analysis, helping you understand your personalized plan on how you can be successful with family-oriented women remarkably easily. It's like having a personal guide to navigating the complex world of attracting your dream traditional wife at your fingertips. So, are you ready to discover how women rate you and how you can boost your SMV by up to 3 points? That means if you are, say, a 5 now, you could potentially be valued as an 8 literally overnight, simply by making a few tweaks without changing who you are. Click the button below to get started right now before this promo ends and I start charging what it's really worth. And remember, your results will be texted to you, so make sure you give us your cell phone number so you don't miss your results. Now, as I promised you from the beginning, I'm not going to leave you in the lurch to figure out all the nitty-gritty details of how to pull this off. It would take a lifetime if you had to go out and figure all this out on your own. Nope, I'm working on my course, 9 Simple Overnight Tweaks to Transform Even Shy Joe Average Guys. From a wallflower to a wife magnet, making traditional women swoon over you even if you're over 50. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for my email coming soon. And if you go ahead and take action right now, I'm going to throw in my other 3 calculators on the house, and no credit card info is required either. Calculator number 1 is how traditional Eastern European women rate you. That's what I've been covering in this video. Now, let me point out something you're going to love. Most guys doing both SMV calculations and comparing their SMV from Western women versus traditional Eastern European women experience between a 1 to 3 point increase. How cool is that? Now do you see why I keep referring to a 3-point boost being super easy and practically overnight? In reality, it happens for you in an instant. The instant you jump ponds and start seeking an Eastern European wife. Does it get any sweeter than that, gentlemen? Calculator number 2 is how modern Western women rate you. Calculator number 3 is your chances of tying the knot with an Eastern European woman. Calculator number 4 is your maximum age gap potential, or how young of Eastern European woman you can attract realistically. So what are you waiting for? I will be slapping a price tag of $30 for each calculator any day now, so right now might be your only chance. Go ahead, press the calculate button below and I'll see you soon on my next video. In closing, I thought you might be interested in seeing some of our raving fans to see what they had to say after using our services.
Never stop to dream about something. If you really want to do something and want to receive something in your life, everything is possible. Yeah.
Just gotta dream.
It doesn't matter from which country we are, it's just we find out each other, yes. I suppose that we are out there, we are soulmates, yeah. And then just to wish happy to everyone who will join, who will apply to your agency and something like this,
That's brilliant, very happy, eh?
When you know, and for me, I knew at that point. So I popped the question in the lounge of a family home, and she said yes.
I would have paid more knowing that I was going to be with this amazingly loving, incredible woman. So it's a cheap price on what you're thinking you're going to be spending for the rest of your life on the woman you're with. What you're going to waste going down different other avenues and just keep on spinning the wheels.
So was it worth it?
Totally worth it because 3-4 years I was looking, and here in 2 weeks I got more results than I got in 2 years in Canada. So it says a lot, right?
I came for 6 days. My very first date, we hit it off and have been like this ever since.
I had a wonderful experience from day one, and I can't be happier really with the decision to go ahead and give it a try.
It's money well spent. It's a guarantee that you'll find somebody, and you'll also be able to do so in a very reasonable period of time.
So let's see, in total I went on around, it was 10 first dates. They were all incredibly beautiful, so much more than their photos. Compared to back home, yeah, I'm definitely out of my league.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, obviously. I feel like I hit out of my league, personally. I feel like Maria's 9 to 10. I think she's absolutely stunning. Like she's insanely gorgeous.
He found me my perfect lady, and it's worked out really, really well for me. I don't believe that I could have found a person like Olga. I don't think that ladies with her values exist anymore in England.
What I liked about the agency was that I wasn't smothered. They didn't try to mother me or direct me. They made introductions. It was just very natural.
Actually, it wound up that one of the ladies that Titania had suggested is the one that worked out right with me, because when I met her, I knew she was the right lady for me to be with. Their purpose seems to be to match people and not just go with this fantasy world.
Joe made everything happen for me, and I couldn't be happier with where I'm at right now.
You know, I felt kind of crazy, but I went, you know what, I'm going to do it because, you know, I think I'm worth it. I don't spend a lot on myself, but, you know, I have to move forward and find a relationship.
I saw you on YouTube and I just had the feeling you were genuine and it was real. We are making plans for the future, and I see a future with Natalia in it, yes.
It's actually less cost, it's much more efficient, and you have a good process on the way where you actually will be successful in your search.
I was surprised. I was very inundated with the amount of ladies that I was going to meet. Very, very beautiful women.
You know, don't be super cautious. Relax, especially trust Joe. Personally, I can put my stamp of approval.
Met some quality women, 2 of whom that I have a real connection with.
It's value for money. I can say that for sure, because it's not just matchmaking, it's coaching. That's the core, like, you know, that's the cream of the whole cake.
I've enjoyed it from, like I said, from start to finish. The girls seem like they're a lot more genuine. You can tell that the fraud or the fakeness that I've experienced in the past it isn't there.
They've done a wonderful job for me. So far, I can close my eyes and I can tell Joe, find me a girl, and I can trust a girl.
First of all, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was real, so I had to come here first to meet you, know you're real or not. I came and met Joe, and I was impressed by him and Tatiana and Olga and the website and how organized and the connections with the ladies. So I had no hesitation whatsoever, and I'm glad to. It's worth it, and worth a lot more than that, yes.
But it was well worth it to find the right person that I can hopefully spend the rest of my life with, and I've got no real complaints, and I wouldn't hesitate to do it again.
Of course it's worth it. You're investing in yourself. You're not purchasing a car that you trade in the future or something frivolous. You're investing in your life, a life partner, as a matter of fact. So how can you say investing in yourself isn't worth your entire life being happy with someone?
Joe, Anna, and Jana, and Luba, they're invested. They want you to be happy. They want to find happiness. I know they're happy for me. I can feel their warmth when I talk to them. So I'm speaking from experience. They made me into a better me. They helped me get to where I am. They brought me and Irina together. The quality of women, and like I said, you saw the different women I went. They weren't mine, but they could be yours. They could be your match. But you're never gonna know unless you get out of your comfort zone and stop talking about it and just do it.
the coaching and the quality of the girls are definitely top notch.
You guys are screening, so you're eliminating the wheat from the chaff.
I'm so thankful and grateful for you because the stuff you do is so real and it's beautiful.
If you're looking for a decent, honest company that will help you find the one, it's a perfect choice.
I think it's definitely worth it. You invest into your future family and you make sure you're happy with your whole life.
Very, very overwhelming experience to this point. I could not have asked for more. It's been a great, great experience.
I am utmost thankful and grateful to Joseph and his team for the counseling.
You're doing it for more than just the fees you received. You really want to help people.
The opportunity to meet a variety of different great women in just a little over a week's time, and to establish something meaningful with a girl who has incredible model-like beauty as well as a lot of depth of character. She speaks 4 different languages. She's very intelligent and family-oriented. It's quite a bargain at that rate, as far as I'm concerned.
For me, the hardest part was looking past the beauty and actually finding someone who I want to marry and be with the rest of my life.
So at the end of the day, I couldn't be more happy with this investing in myself and my future.
Stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people.
Now I would have invested 10 times more for the love of my life.
Huge thanks to Joe and huge thanks to Tatiana. I'm enjoying the journey.
Give Joe a chance and you'll be very happy.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home.